You heard it said that France is a country with 1,000 cheeses, a phrase often attributed to French President Charles de Gaulle. Well, it turns out this isn't just a catchy saying, it's pretty close to reality. France is home to over 1,000 distinct varieties of cheese, each boasting its own unique flavor profile, texture, and origin story. This incredible diversity isn't just a happy accident. It's the result of centuries of cheese-making traditions, combined with France's varied landscapes and climates and the different types of milk used in production. It's a testament to the French passion for gastronomy and their deep connection to regional culinary heritage. So, what exactly makes French cheese so diverse? Let's break it down into a few key categories that help explain this cheesy abundance. First, let's talk about milk. While many French cheeses are made from cow's milk, you'll also find plenty crafted from goat's milk, known as cheddar, and sheep's milk, called Brie. Some even use a combination of milks. The type of milk used plays a huge role in determining the final flavor and texture of the cheese. Goat's milk cheeses, for instance, often have a tangy, slightly sharp taste and tend to be crumbly. Sheep's milk cheeses, on the other hand, can be rich and nutty with a smooth, creamy texture. Next, we can categorize French cheeses by their texture and rind type. This is where things get really interesting. Soft cheeses, like the famous Brie and Camembert, have a creamy interior and an edible, bloomy rind. These are perfect for spreading on a crusty baguette. Then there are the wash rind cheeses, known for their strong, sometimes pungent aroma. These cheeses have their rinds washed with brine, wine, or even brandy during the aging process. Epoisses and maroilles are classic examples of this style. Blue cheeses are another fascinating category. These are injected with a type of mold, penicillium, that creates those distinctive blue or green veins running throughout the cheese. Roquefort, made from sheep's milk, is perhaps the most famous French blue cheese. Finally, we have hard and semi-hard cheeses. These are pressed to remove moisture, resulting in a firm texture that can be aged for months or even years. Comté and Cantal are popular examples of this style. But the diversity of French cheese isn't just about milk types and textures. Geography plays a huge role too. Each region of France has its own cheese specialties, often closely tied to the local agriculture and environment, what the French call terroir. Take Normandy, for example. This lush coastal region is famous for its creamy cow's milk cheeses like Camembert. Meanwhile, in the rugged Auvergne region of central France, you'll find a hub for blue and hard cheeses that reflect the area's mountainous terrain and hardy livestock. The history of French cheese-making is a fascinating journey that stretches back thousands of years. It's deeply intertwined with the country's social, religious, and agricultural development, helping to explain how France came to have such an incredible variety of cheeses. Let's take a quick tour through time. Cheese-making in France began during the Roman occupation of Gaul, with early producers creating simple, rustic cheeses. After the fall of the Roman Empire, many of these traditions were preserved and advanced by monastic orders. Monasteries became centers of cheese-making expertise, with monks refining techniques and creating many of the classic recipes that still exist today. Cheeses like Maroilles and Munster trace their origins back to these industrious monks. As we move into the Middle Ages and Renaissance, we see the rise of regional varieties. Trade routes expanded, local agriculture developed, and different areas of France began to create their own unique cheeses. The concept of terroir really came into play here, with the soil, climate, local plants, and animal breeds all influencing the character of the cheese. In the mountainous regions of the Alps and Pyrenees, for example, cheesemakers developed large, long-aging cheeses like Comté and Beaufort. These hardy cheeses could last through the long, snowy winters when fresh milk was scarce. The French Revolution brought major changes to society, but cheese-making traditions managed to survive. Many moved from monasteries and large estates to individual farms, preserving ancient recipes and techniques. Then came the age of industrialization in the 19th century. The invention of pasteurization and improvements in transportation allowed cheeses like Camembert to be shipped long distances, spreading their fame far beyond their home regions. In the 20th century, we see a move to protect and preserve traditional cheese-making methods. The French government introduced the Appellation d'origine contrôlée (AOC) system in 1925. This system legally ties a cheese to a specific geographical area and dictates the traditional methods that must be used to produce it. It's been crucial in safeguarding the rich diversity of French cheese and is still in use today, now as part of the broader European AOP system. The story of French cheese is really a story about France itself, its land, its people, and its enduring traditions. Each variety tells a tale of its region and the generations of cheesemakers who have perfected its creation over centuries. Now, let's talk about the French cheese market, because it's a significant and dynamic part of both the French and global economies. It's driven by a deep-rooted cultural appreciation for cheese and a strong tradition of artisanal production that shows no signs of slowing down. In terms of market size and growth, the French cheese market was valued at approximately $3.6 billion in 2024. That's a lot of cheese. And it's projected to grow even further, reaching over $5.2 billion by 2032, with a compound annual growth rate, CAGR, of nearly 5%. What's driving this growth? Well, we're seeing a shift in consumer preferences. With a rising demand for premium, artisanal, and specialty cheeses, some key trends are shaping the market. French consumers are increasingly focused on quality, authenticity, and local sourcing. This is boosting the popularity of cheeses with protected designations like a CMPDO. There's also a growing interest in organic, healthy, and even plant-based cheese alternatives. And let's just not forget about e-commerce. Specialty cheese shops are now offering online ordering and home delivery, making it easier than ever to get your hands on that perfect wedge of Roquefort. While many of France's styles and cheeses are produced by small independent farms, the market also includes some major players. Companies like Lactalis, the world's largest dairy company, and Saventia Fromage and Dairy have a significant presence in the French cheese landscape. When it comes to trade, France is a major player on the global stage. In 2023, France was the fourth largest cheese exporter in the world, with Germany, Belgium, and Spain being its main export destinations. But it's not just about exporting. France is also a significant importer of cheese, ranking as the second largest cheese importer globally. Most of these imports come from Italy, the Netherlands, and Germany. So there you have it. The rich, diverse, and ever-evolving world of French cheese. From its ancient origins to its thriving modern market, French cheese continues to captivate taste buds and imaginations around the world. Whether you're a fan of creamy Brie, pungent Epoisses, or crumbly Roquefort, there's a French cheese out there for everyone. And with over 1,000 varieties to choose from, you could spend a lifetime exploring the delicious possibilities. Vive le fromage!